Imagine a typical day on Earth. The sun rises in the east, casting a warm glow on the world. Birds sing, people commute, and life goes on. It's easy to take the spin of our planet for granted. We rarely think about the Earth's rotation, a silent, invisible force that shapes our every moment. But what if this constant motion were to suddenly stop? What would happen if, in the blink of an eye, Earth came to a standstill? The initial effect, surprisingly, wouldn't be dramatic. We wouldn't be flung into space or experience catastrophic earthquakes. Inertia, the tendency of an object to resist changes in motion, would keep us relatively grounded. For a brief period, the only noticeable difference might be an eerie silence as the wind, no longer propelled by Earth's rotation, ceased to blow. This calm, however, would be tragically deceptive, the prelude to a cascade of catastrophic events. The atmosphere, no longer dragged along by the rotating Earth, would continue its eastward momentum. This would unleash unimaginable winds, estimated to be thousands of miles per hour, sweeping across the planet's surface. Imagine the force of a hurricane, then multiply it exponentially. Buildings would be flattened, trees uprooted, and the very landscape sculpted by these relentless winds. The chaos wouldn't end there. The oceans, also subject to inertia, would surge forward, creating tsunamis of unprecedented scale. Coastal cities, home to a significant portion of humanity, would be instantly inundated, swallowed beneath walls of water miles high. The interior of continents wouldn't be spared either. The sheer force of the winds would drive seawater far inland, turning once fertile lands into desolate salt flats. With the Earth no longer spinning, day and night as we know them would cease to exist. One side of the planet would be locked in a perpetual day, facing the scorching heat of the sun. The other half would be plunged into an endless night, facing the frigid cold of space. Temperatures would become extreme, making most of the Earth's surface uninhabitable. The equator, once a tropical paradise, would become a furnace, its surface baking under the unrelenting sun. The poles, already frigid, would descend into an even deeper freeze. The stark temperature gradient between these two extremes would create unimaginable storms, further adding to the atmospheric chaos. The planet, once teeming with life, would become a hostile alien world. The oceans, no longer held in place by the centrifugal force of Earth's rotation, would migrate towards the poles. The planet's equatorial bulge would subside, causing massive flooding in some areas and exposing vast stretches of ocean floor in others. The result would be a drastically different world map, with two massive polar oceans connected by a narrow band of land around the equator. This reshaping of the oceans would have catastrophic consequences for any surviving life. Coastal ecosystems would be destroyed, and the delicate balance of marine life would be thrown into disarray. The flooding of coastal regions would submerge vast amounts of human infrastructure, including cities, ports, and industrial centers. The loss of these resources would be a crippling blow to any hope of rebuilding civilization.